Wow, that's amazing. Do you mean that means they watched Tar?
They watched Tar, they watched Pinocchio. There was some carryover from late 2021. More people watched Nightmare Alley. Lord of the Rings is eternal.
Well, I mean, yes, that's more to do with Peter Jackson. Thanks, Pete. Thanks, Pete. Oh, that's fantastic. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you. I can't tell you how exciting this is, because I spent my early years in the theatre, and so you know whether the auditorium's full or empty. And the fact that your home auditoriums, or the auditoriums, hopefully in the cinema itself, in the dark with strangers, watching these films that I've had the great good pleasure to be part of. I mean, that's the reason why we do it, so that you watch it. I can't tell you what this means to me. Wow. I'm bowled over. That's amazing. Thank you so much. Todd is such a master director. He's got the most exquisite ear. I mean, he was a musician, he was an actor, he's a writer. The dance with him, the intellectual and physical dance that he invited all of us into, was one of the most electrifying and dangerous that I've ever had. All-consuming in a way. I was literally dreaming this at night. I would wake up and my hand was doing, I was in the second movement, it sort of affected my waking hours and my sleep hours. He's made exactly the film that he wanted to make. Film is, at its best, a very elastic medium, and often we think about it in very literal and linear terms. In a way, for me, Lydia Tarr was more than a character. It was sort of a state of being. Like, her personal crisis, in a way, was a societal crisis, without wanting to sound too highfalutin about it. It was important to keep the open-ended nature of that alive, in a way to try and keep the electric quality of the process alive for the audience. And there's no right or wrong way to view any film, I don't think. A critical response as well as a diverse audience response is really exciting. I mean, because we wanted to extend the quality of the conversation that we were having to an audience, and both Todd and I really respect the audience and their ability to form their own opinion. I'd love to see Spazzatura dubbing the film Tar. I think that would be really interesting. But I think when you're working in an expansive way, you're very porous. What's great about doing a voice is that because no one's ever going to see you, your whole body can come into that. And because my body was still tingling with the process of standing in the middle of that orchestral music and making that music with the orchestra, maybe it did. Yeah, I don't know.